What's up guys, I'm LC with MCU Exchange. Last night I was fortunate enough to see the Spider-Man Far From Home movie a little early, so that was pretty cool. And just so you know, this will be a spoiler-free review because not only is this movie not out yet at the time of me recording this video, but there are major spoilers in this movie that affect the Spider-Man world going forward and the MCU as a whole going forward, like major MCU altering stuff. So I definitely want to leave a bit of a breathing period for people to catch up, see the movie, so not spoiled, because that would suck. But onto the film itself, I thought it was pretty good. I wouldn't call it an amazing Spider-Man film, but I would say it's probably the most unique Spider-Man film to date, just given the villain that they had, the action sequences, the plot, stuff like that. It was definitely the most unique Spider-Man film to date. I think my biggest complaint is that the movie was almost like a giant tribute film to Iron Man. There's so much Iron Man in this movie without him actually being in the movie. It's crazy that Robert Downey Jr. wasn't actually in the movie. You've got his tech in the movie, you've got his employees in the movie, you've got all sorts of Iron Man stuff in this movie. The plot basically revolves around him kinda, even though it's a Spider-Man movie, so that was one of my complaints. I want to say great acting from Tom Holland. It's been really nice seeing him grow with this character since Civil War, and he's really starting to get a feel for Spider-Man. You truly feel like time has passed. He's getting better and better with every performance, which I really like. There are a lot of really intense emotional scenes at a few points in the film where he really came through as a performer. Thought it was solid. Also, Jake Gyllenhaal, great as Mysterio. I can really tell they saw the movie Nightcrawler when thinking of casting him for the role, and if you see the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about if you've also seen Nightcrawler. The supporting cast is always great. Basically all the high school friends and the teachers always came through for a few laughs. There were a few scenes that kind of felt flat for me in terms of jokes, but other than that, it was pretty good comedy. I laughed. Another little nitpick I have with the film is that I feel as though the romance with MJ and Peter kind of was just there was never really an explanation for why. It's just we start the film and he's like, okay, I want MJ, I'm gonna go for it, I kind of wish there was some sort of backstory. I get a little time has passed in between Endgame and Far From Home, just a little bit, but I mean, this is kind of a huge crush based on the stuff he does in the film. I really wish they could have gave some sort of reason or fleshed it out, maybe gave some sort of backstory as to why he liked her. That would have been cool. There were really unique action sequences in the film as well, stuff that we've never seen in Spider-Man movies before. Can't talk about it because that would be a spoilers. I mean, you've seen all the stuff with the elementals and the trailers and stuff like that. That's really only half the story with this movie. There are other action sequences that we don't see in the trailer that are spoilery for me to talk about, but once you see the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. They're pretty cool. And yeah, the two post-credit scenes for this movie are insane. So just so you know, there are two mid-credit and post-credit scene. They're the craziest post-credit scenes I think I've ever seen. I don't know, I feel like I say this a lot, but they're always upping the ante with these post-credit scenes. It's kind of crazy. So definitely do not watch Spider-Man Far From Home without seeing both scenes. It is a must-watch. But overall, yeah, I thought it was a really great film. A lot of unique, interesting twists and turns, things that happened in the film that I did not expect at all. Given that we knew the nature of Mysterio's character, it's kind of we always knew the plot of the film, which is basically Mysterio comes in, you think he's a good guy, he's really not. We all pretty much knew that. But other than that, there were a lot of few interesting twists and turns with the film that I did not expect, which is always fun to see. Overall, it was a great film. I think the first half was a little slow, but the second half really came through, and that's where the uniqueness of the film really shined through. So overall, I really like it. I'm glad I was able to see it a little early. And let me know what your thoughts are if you've seen the movie already, or if you have seen the movie by the time you're watching this video. Leave a comment on your thoughts. No spoilers, please. Don't be a dick. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.